I am so excited to be with a good friend today, Sammy, who knows as much football as I probably do now at a much younger age, in case you can't see this. And if you are interested in following Sammy, he is available on Instagram at The Mind of Sammy, Sammy, and he is represented by Bella Agency, which you've probably seen him in a lot of commercials lately, whether that's with Lily at AT&T, Home Depot, so many other things. Sammy, how are you doing today, man?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Glad to be here.
I love it, man. Sammy and I have talked about football a lot. We met, I think it was hanging out with Frank Gore at the Super Bowl down in Miami.
Yeah,
Um,
Miami.
Now, there's a lot of crazy 49er stuff going on right now. NFL, there's quarterbacks being traded left and right. Jimmy G still on the 49ers. Walk me through what you think is going to end up happening with Jimmy G.
So my opinion right now, what's gonna happen to Jimmy is probably he's gonna get traded to the Colts because if you saw that Carson Wentz got traded away from the Colts, and I'm saying that's where probably Jimmy would go because I know the Colts have never had a good quarterback, only when they had a Hall of Famer there. But I know the Colts have been bad for they're good and bad. I know they've beat us before, which was upsetting.
That was one of the most frustrating games last year where they just kept throwing the ball deep with all those passive interferences. But I'm with you. The Colts seem to be a great fit for Jimmy Garoppolo. You know, with Wentz being a bad teammate and they decided to get him out, Jimmy Garoppolo is the exact opposite. Now, I'm curious, Sammy, what would you say? What should we get for Jimmy Garoppolo? If we send him to the Colts, what should the Colts send us draft pick wise? What do you think we should get for him?
Well, for me right now, I'm looking at maybe like a second round and maybe a fourth round pick.
Now, let me go. I'm going to put you in the GM seat here, Sammy. Let's say we get a second round pick.
Yeah.
What do you think the biggest position that we need to address as a team? Where's our biggest weakness? Is it the secondary or is it somewhere on the offense? If you could pick any position that you think we need to upgrade, where should we focus?
We should maybe focus now a little bit on the running back side because I'm thinking like we should put Elijah Mitchell. We should not put so much pressure on Elijah Mitchell and Debo Samuel because, like you saw with versus Minnesota, Debo got hurt with her groin because he's going accelerating so fast. He can't it's like he can't focus and then he's getting hurt by getting pushed and stuff. So I'm saying maybe getting like a running back for third down
Okay.
because Elijah Mitchell and Debo Samuel only last for first and second. After that, they're like gone. It's like they left the building.
I think it's funny because when Kyle picks his third down running back, which right now it's Jermichael Hasty, who they just re-signed, not sure how long he'll be around, but I think they signed him to a 1-year deal. I'm curious to see what that's going to look like. Now, I got to ask you about your get up, man. For those that can't see you, you are wearing one of my favorite hats. It says Lance Kittle 2022. I love it. Now, I know that you got a little bit of a hot take on George Kittle. We've talked about this briefly. So walk me through. You love George Kittle, but
I think he's not really gonna fit well again because now we're having other weapons, and now I think he's gonna be really even the whole. I'm talking like the whole team. The whole team might be like dropping a lot of balls because they might not be used to like that 85 speed that Trey Lance throws.
he's
And
got
they're,
an arm on him.
and they're used to like that 40-mile-per-hour Jimmy, like he throws. So you're not supposed to use a tight end that's really athletic and is able to get around the field. You're not supposed to use a tight end like that to block. Because as you see, like a couple times, what happened? George like bumped into Jimmy, and you know how Jimmy's like really sensitive. Like if someone like even touches him, he falls down. So like we've seen it we've seen that that's happened before.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome, Sammy. That is awesome. I might disagree with you on the Kittle take, but I do not disagree with you at all on your Jimmy Garoppolo analysis. And I love Jimmy, and I'm thankful for what Jimmy's brought to the team, but I'm with you. It's time for him to kind of move on. I hope we get to keep Kittle. Okay, let me ask you this. Does does Trey Lance have to make the playoffs this year? What happens if they don't make the playoffs with Trey Lance?
It's okay because he's still a rookie. He still has to learn. Like you
Yeah, it's
said,
going to take him some time.
he, he almost beat the best team in football at that time, the Cardinals.
When they were the first place team that had the best record in the NFL, he almost beat them.
Yeah, he almost beat them. He was just down by 7.
It was a close game. I remember him getting tackled at the 1 yard line and saying words I probably am not allowed to say around you. I remember that. It was very frustrating. Let's talk about Russell Wilson and the Seahawks, who the 49ers have had a lot of problems with. Russell Wilson's gone now. Bobby Wagner, a potential Hall of Fame linebacker, they cut him as well the same day. What do you think this means about the Seattle Seahawks and the rivalry that has taken place with the 49ers?
So right now what I'm thinking is that they might drop down a lot. Like how they were like a high quality team. 2021, they dropped down. And I think now they're going to like go all the way down. Maybe go in that potential place with maybe like the Browns and stuff. And then they're probably going to, because then I don't know who they're going to sign as a quarterback. Because then if Jimmy's gone, who else is on the board? A college player, maybe. But I don't think the two. Probably Pete Carroll's going to be gone.
He's the oldest coach in the NFL right now. And Sammy, this has been an absolute pleasure. Did you have a good time, man?
Yes, I did.
I appreciate all your thoughts and for sharing with us, and I love your passion and how much you understand at this age. So I just want to say thank you. And again, you can follow Sammy on The Mind of Sammy and follow all the stuff that he does with his acting and baseball. He's a huge baseball player. Opening day's coming soon, man. Excited for you there. He's represented by Bella Agency, so if you want to check that out and all that stuff, that is available. And Sammy, go ahead, brother.
And a new thing, if you guys want to follow my baseball team account, just go to Coach B. Mendez at JGB.
Coach B. Mendez, right? B. Mendez?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then go to there, 8UJGB, and then you'll see the fall championship. So, yeah.
That's awesome, man. I love it. Absolute pleasure. Sammy, thank you, and look forward to having you on here again in the future, man. Take care, bud.
Take care.